Hello, everyone, and welcome to All-Stars 2021. All-Stars 2021 is a revival and spin-off of the original All-Stars, where we will still be honoring all the best rounds, but instead of it being every season the same rounds we'll play unless a round dies, all seasons will be based around the best rounds of the past year, up until recording date. See, now it can't be dated. So for this season, we have 10 teams, originally 11, rest in peace WMC. So without further ado, Sam, why don't you go through the players?
All right, welcome everyone to All Stars. We got, for the first team, we have Phobia, all scary and such. Then we have Agency. Oh yeah, wait, for Phobia, there's BBR, Mr. Unicorn, the Icon, Casmic, and Jamie NCL. And then Agency, we got Darren, BGP, I Like Pie, Shy Gus, the Kev Guy. And then we have new round, Paradox, Bacon, Drake Numbers, Livin 423, and Dash Dude. Then we have another new round, Cinema, with Kanako, Matthew with 2 Ys, The Real Hagrid, and Wacko Flipper. Then we have Fission with BS Brent, Daffs, Aya's Cheesecake, and Chloe Sad. Then we have Ambition with Bobby the Turtle, Kaoki Owner, King O Carson, and Scribbler. Then we have Evo with Apex Twinkie, Diana B, Dita, and Cold Bacon, who's in car right now. Then we have new round, International, with Sammy, R2D2, Toucan Tom, Bob Jomac, and the Onk King. Then we have another new round, Abstraction, with AJ Steele, Mav, Potsy, and White Pikmin. Then we have Addiction with Astronomical, Scott Peary, Awesome MacD, and Chibi. And then we also have WMC, which is not here, but shout out to them for almost being here, with Fairy Juice, Mop, Ripper, and Ratchet. And shout out to our spec, Floozemaker.
Welcome, my single solitary viewer, to All Stars 2021. We've got lots of teams, and yeah, Jamie, you are correct. I'll actually use the Fulbright command because I am the spectator, and that's certainly quite useful. So teams can now take damage, and we behold in front of us evolution starts in a swamp. Now, I hope you won't mind if I randomly teleport back to the same team, if I actually refer to most teams as their colors here, because sometimes, especially I've got them all in a sheet, and for some reason, UHC rounds decided to have like 50% names that start with A, like Agency, Abstraction, Ambition, Addiction, and they're all there, and I can't see the difference because they all start with A. So if you wanna be sure to stand out, do like Cinema and start with a C. But here we are. We've got the real pros here that are at it. We've got International here, who are probably the biggest underdogs, even though they are experienced in terms of UHC. Bob Jomac has seen a UHC or two in his day, but in terms of PvP, I think a lot of the teams are going to be very, very strong. Very strong. including with Keoki is with Ambition, with Bobby, and King O'Carson, formerly 99 King, and Scribbler, and wow, these caves. Well, there's not a lot of caves in this area. Wow, you definitely want to go away. And again, randomly teleport back to the same teams. But Astronomical, Scott Perry, and Awesome MacD and Chiberis, they represent what's it called? What's the first round called? Their addiction. Which I thought was surprising because Astronomical won several seasons of other rounds, but not. I don't think he's ever won Addiction unless there's something in the wraps that has not been released yet, and then he has won. But he's definitely one of the top PvPers you can find here. Oh, let me see the village. I didn't think there'd be a village. Let's see if there's Burks. Yes. The power of learning. Bacon is definitely making his team literate. They're going to get a few books, which is always important in a UHC. Simplifies your... Do not attack the golem. Yeah, it simplifies, obviously, getting your enchants. And it also simplifies getting some easy food on the go if you're into that. Though these are mostly taters and stuff, so you have to stop and smelt. But Bacon could arguably collect the carrots here and just have some quick food that he doesn't have to stop and smelt. And explore caves faster and so on. Astronomical has found a village as well. Is it the same one? Because, same team. Not the same village. Because it's not the same team. But there are books in here as well. What one should check, of course, is if there are... I can't check. Okay, is if there are some good villager trades, and we'll have to see if that's the case. One of the moves a player might make is to check, and then you can tell this is not a good trade because Austin did not hide or kill that trading villager. Because sometimes if the trade is good, but you don't want to be arsed to collect some emeralds, you just kill him. So first damage has just arrived. Keoki did it. And, yeah, Keoki took a lot of damage from that zombie. That is, my goodness. Keoki, why do you do that to yourself? But he's getting the iron, and he might actually get a decent cave out of this. Oh, my bad. I forgot the, I need to click in empty air in order to get randomly teleported to a new player. Which is usually my preferred mode of transportation. Just have a quick look at everyone. White Pikmin, who's a very last-minute addition, I do believe, to the team of Abstraction. And I collected some minimal stats for each rounds, but I mean, a lot of the rounds have unreleased seasons. So, and by the time this comes out, the stats will actually be basically obsolete. And there's a lot of roster changes and so on, so I'm not too married to the stats. Jamie here representing Phobia. Of course, I won Phobia, Season 12. Solo, of course. All by myself, with nobody else. Just, that matters, I mean, because, of course, in the Pantheon of UHC gods, Flusemaker sits on the throne. And among some other worthy mentions are the cast of All Stars 2021. They're just not sitting on the throne. Well, I just managed to glitch myself into White Pikmin. I almost said Pokemon because that's what I'm so used to. But let's not forget Pikmin exist as well. So BBR crafted the first rod. Congratulations, representing Phobia, getting that sweat on. And Darren is exploring these here plains, looking for possibly a little easy cave, see if he can get some easy iron. That tends to be what I like to do, but I think he might be looking maybe for leather or something that might help him make some Burks, leather, food, all that kind of good stuff that you need to get before the sun sets, his teammate, Pi, who has won Season 2 and 5 of Agency. Ironically, he won Season 1 of Agency, but is actually representing a different round, is Scott Peary. And that's gonna, you'll notice this, Astronomical also won several other seasons everywhere. So did, Cold Bacon and Shy Gus. And there's a lot of people who have been playing in many different rounds and could have represented, my goodness, learn English. They could have worn the colors of one round or another, and this is the roster that was chosen for the occasion based on availabilities. As was mentioned several times in the intro, WMC could have made it, but unfortunately, a lot of the UHC players are not UHC players, but WMC players are difficult to find these days, and the same can be true sometimes for some really old rounds like Ambition. It's going to be difficult to find, the players who played like Season 1 because it happened so long ago. Although, to be fair, Scribbler is there representing, and he won, I think he played in Season 1, but he definitely won Season 5, I want to say, Season 5, Season 10. That kind of victory. Bob Joe Mack already smelting some iron, which is a good idea. And he might have found a decent cave system. He won't be alone because TJ's here to spec with him. Between episodes, I'll highlight the players, but this is kind of a heartbreaker for them. Right outside the border. Well, not quite outside the border, but I mean it's impossible for them to find this. Is dungeons and just a tiny piece of mineshaft with 2 minecart chests barely closed. I mean, there's no way they can find that. So, it's not a heartbreaker in that sense, but I mean, if they watch the spectator perspective, they'll be like, oh, what were the odds? And the odds were not high. Let's go see Dita, who took a long break for UHC. But of course, was she one of the co-founders of Evolution? In any case, she did win 2 seasons of Evolution, and then came back more recently, played Season 22, and won, although she did not survive to the end. She was, the winner of Season, and alive at the end of Season 8 and 10. So one of the big winners around here. And she, I did not like the way her onesie is shaking its butt at me. So I'm gonna move away and go to BBR. We're actually gonna deflect immediately to his teammate because Jamie found this mineshaft. That's an important find, of course, because you get the string and you can get poisoned if you so choose. But that is the kind of stuff that gives a lot of goodies to your team. This mineshaft is gonna give a little gold, no diamonds, unless they are found in chests with. At a quick glance, doesn't look like there's a whole lot of chests in this one, but it could give a lot of gold and lead to several caves. Same for Scribbler, who has decided to also find a mineshaft, also at gold level. Doesn't look like it's going at diamond level, but again, same thing. It can lead to caves that go to diamond level. And meanwhile, you can still collect a little bit of gold and perhaps some goodies, enchanted books, and so on from minecart chests, even though this mineshaft 2 seems a little bit bare in that respect. There's this one with a completely useless saddle in there. We've also begun, the gold mining. I think Austin, followed by Brent, are the first to get their gold. Astronomical is among the people who know that caving is done most efficiently. The faster you go down, the better. You can see he went all the way down to diamond level, naked, and this is where he finally melts his iron so that he can craft the rest of his gear to complete the caving, because the faster you get down to diamond level, the faster you start finding diamonds, even if you don't have your, your armor yet. The mobs are going to spawn either way, so they might as well spawn above your head. And you get diamonds instead of just fighting a ton of mobs in the upper level of the cave just for mere iron. So Sammy's smelting, and Sammy's not going to find a whole lot of things. There's not going to be a whole lot of things found. First bow crafted, done by Matthew. And Astronomical taking the damage. Yes, again, going down to diamond level as fast as you can does come with risks, but those risks usually pay off. The way Dita is strip mining. My goodness, I don't think you're supposed to strip mine, Dita. I don't. I'll ask. But we have someone who found diamonds. And let's go. Strip mining is allowed. Okay. So Potsy. Potsy was over here. There you go. Went very fast at diamond level. And I found 2 veins of diamonds. I guess found 2. But that's not diamond armor. That I got fooled. That's not diamond armor. That's just a skin. Potsy is actually mostly naked except for the couvre-chef, which is French for hat. The fancy French for hat, not just chapeau, but couvre-chef. That's even better. Of course, it's much fancier. Darren is set to staircase to nowhere. Staircasing to nowhere. Scott Perry, the winner of the first season of Agency, but not representing Agency, is over here getting a huge, juicy vein of 1 gold. But who knows? It could be the 1 gold that makes the difference. In the end, it could be that 1 gold that lets him out-heal the opposition. Shygus found a big vein here, and this is the mother lode. This is quite a ravine, and it's not merely a ravine, but it also intersects with diamond level caves and so on. This is going to be a bounty. Shygus, for his team, is going to find a whole lot of diamonds. And I keep forgetting which team Shygus is with. He's with, actually, Agency. And I mean, he did win season 6 of Agency, but I think there's rounds here that Shygus won like 3 times or something. Agency now taking a serious option. Now Drake and Bacon and Livin and Dash Dude representing very new rounds. I think, to my knowledge, only 5 seasons out. Paradox, and of course there's the season. They're the rounds that has the fewest amount of seasons on the roster. One can debate what rounds should have been invited, could have been invited, and of course there's the rounds that were invited and could not make it. That happens as well. Bacon decided to take some damage from a zombie, and Hagrid found some diamonds as well. But I won't join that debate on which rounds should or should not be there. Of course, it's always subject to the players' availabilities. So sometimes they just don't have the time needed to assemble a team for that date, and so they don't play. Or sometimes they're just not invited for some reason. And you'd have to draw the line somewhere. You can't. Not all seasons of All-Star can be record-breaking. So apparently, strip mining is quite on. But in this case, Hagrid can obviously hear the lava here. But I think normally with Arctic, which is this All-Stars season is hoisted on, and by hoisted I mean it's the New York way of saying hosted. Usually strip mining gives nothing because the generation just does not generate diamonds if it's not exposed to air in a cave. And so strip mining will not yield any diamonds. or gold. But we'll have to see. But I think that's the case. So Jamie here has arrived in a diamond level area for his cave. It's not looking like he's gonna find a whole lot of diamonds in here, though it could have happened. Or maybe he's gonna actually make me lie just then. No, it's just not looking that way. Sometimes, you know, there are some big caves that are happening. And Bobby, strip mined. Now see the weaknesses of strip mining. Bobby strip mined all the way past, and this looks like it could be a vein of 8. It might only be 3 diamonds for all we know, but yeah, strip mining is there's flaws, and the flaws is happening right now to Bobby the Turtle. As you can see, there's nothing being generated in here. But Shygus, as we remember, had found a lot of diamonds, and he had that massive ravine, so he's the first to make the enchantment table. And of course, I'm not lying to Darren. I have no clue where the Skelly is because I'm not spectating Darren at the moment. And of course, and you never needed me, no. That's because Darren, you know, is not the most exciting player right now. I mean, obviously, Pi is. Pi is finding all the lapis and all the gold. The one with the Captain Disillusion skin, 99 King, or King O'Carson, who's won season 20 of Ambition, one of the oldest rounds around, and still going. I don't know if they're going strong or not. I couldn't tell you. I have no idea. Maybe they are. Hopefully they are. Oh, there's a beautiful diamond level mineshaft over there. So Ankh has decided to find a mineshaft and take damage from a spider. What we want to know is this spider poisoned? Apparently not. And Lake has found some diamonds, total 9. Ankh is going to have to deal with some creepers soon. And this mineshaft is not going to be... Well, not this part of the mineshaft is not going to be yielding a whole lot of treasures. But once he gets into this section here, he'll eventually get diamonds if he gets there. If he gets there. So sometimes when your cave, you know, isn't spectacular, what you do is what Hagrid's doing now as you relocate. It's there's no use being stubborn. Sometimes it's just better to relocate, find a new cave, and start anew. In this case here, some players will choose to strip mine instead. Strip mine to try and find a new cave. That can also work sometimes. But Darren finally found his lava. And Bacon is going around chessboarding. We'll see you in the next episode of All Stars 2021. Bye-bye.
Sponsored by the Flues Crew on Patreon.